It's not the traffic that matters. It's what you do with the traffic that you receive. So when somebody crosses your virtual doorstep, however they got there, whether they met you at a trade show booth or a book show booth, or they sent you an email because their friend passed the book on to them or something like that, well, what are you going to do in that encounter? Are you going to be like, thanks for reading, and you just move on? Or are you going to like genuinely, see what they have to say and talk to them for a bit? I've had some very interesting conversations with people at events who they don't buy anything, but I just had one like 2 or 3 days ago, somebody who met me at a festival in April, maybe it was May, didn't buy anything, but specifically came back to see me at this one because it's like it worked on them for a while, and I had talked to them. I had engaged them, and I was just being friendly. So they all require some degree of exposure. So another one that I really like, and again, this is an in-person thing, but I think we all have some friends. I don't sell to my friends. I think that feels kind of gross to like try to pitch my friends on my books, but they do know I'm an author, and I'm proud about that. Like, I like being an author. I'm proud of my work. And I think authors are inherently interesting people to non-authors in a way that we don't always give ourselves credit for. And if that ever comes up, and I'm not like arrogant about it, there's always some degree of interest. Oh, what do you write? Oh, that's interesting. Oh, what an interesting career. And that will work on people after a while, and they will tell their friends. So for instance, one of my friends is in a local book club, and I don't know that she bought one book from me, but it's not like I've sold her books. But she did get that book club to do one of my books. And so that was, 20 books or something like that I sold at a markup of, I don't know, $15 each, which is like, that's $300. And I find that it's a higher quality thing. Another thing that happened was somebody came to me, bought a book at like a little artisan fair, and he bought one book. And then he sent me an email months later and said, hey, do you have the rest of the books in that series? And like some other stuff he was interested in. Long story short, he and one of his friends, both who live in Austin, came to meet me at a parking lot, like a book deal, like, hey, you want to buy some books? And I think it was $400 worth of books that I sold those two guys.
In a brown paper bag?
Pretty much. I mean, I think I did have a bag, and I was like, these are your books and these are your books. And it was a bunch of books that I sold, might even have been more money than that. So those high quality interpersonal connections. So this is a very long answer to your question, but I think that you need to consider, like, you're looking for flecks of gold and you need to sift a lot of riverbed silt sometimes to find those flecks of gold.